so loud. You'll scare them off. We used to sail model boats down here.
Listen, I've been asked by management to shut off the machines for the night. They're unaware that you're in there, so if you don't hear from me for a while, please don't panic. I promise I'll be back soon.
Nobody likes visiting a hospital. So sterile and straight to the point.
This is one of 2 entrances into the mine. It looks as if it's in some state of disrepair. Every search on the web brings me up more of the same. A great disaster happened here. There was a huge event of some kind, and then all of the information seems to dwindle. I'm trying to find some more information for you.
Asked to arrive 10 minutes early and still having to wait for 45 minutes. Every other person seems to be pulled through first. The waiting room slowly empties, patient by patient.
dementia was originally made. It seems that the symptoms were realised very early on because they were so severe. In a way, it was lucky that we got to it so quickly, but sadly the condition is growing at an alarming rate. The validation is going well. We're really beginning to express emotions on a regular basis, and having the family here means that there's always a source of stimulation. And of course, someone to listen.
Test results back. It's what we thought. The early stages of dementia. If we act now, there's a strong chance we can delay the onset of symptoms. I'll be honest with you. Treatment is expensive, especially without the right kind of insurance. But with the right care, there's a strong chance of you having a relatively normal life in the short term. We've had similar cases where patients react positively to all of the treatments we have on offer. I'm surrounded by other people who are going through the same thing as you.
I'm going to be out of contact for a while now, but don't panic. I'll be back shortly.
It's me. Why is it every time I call, I seem to get the machine? I'm gonna have to assume that you're doing okay, since you never call me back. I'm gonna level with you. It's driving me crazy knowing you're in there. Call me, okay?
One more day and then freedom. One more day to the smell of the sea. One more sleep and then home. The soft brown paper with a light inlay from where the ink had been printed. Today, this ticket was as precious as gold itself. But how would they see the stories? Everything seems backwards now. New York to Plymouth. 10 days at sea. 10 days until everyone heard the stories. The great adventure.
Broken. Broken. Ah. hands are torn. Help, everyone. Remember.
There are no heroes at war. Only those who made it home, and those who didn't.
A notable observation is that, among the other items I've received, this ticket has been beautifully preserved and looked after for many years. It's printed on machine-embossed brown paper and doesn't seem to have aged a day. My patient obviously wanted to keep this item over the years, and for this reason I believe the treatment is going to work. They want to remember. There was a lot of verbal feedback today, and I have a positive feeling about the rest of our sessions together. Now we just have to keep pushing for newer memories.
Sick twice in one morning. This time it must be right. But nothing seems to work. Wanting something so badly that nothing else matters. Trying and trying for months. Stop trying so hard. Relax and give it time. Doctor's orders. Screams of pain turn into cries of joy. A room silenced by the tiniest little person as the doctors hand him over for the first time.
It's Wednesday. I sent my report off 2 days ago now, so we'll have to wait and see what happens there. I spent an hour talking with Jim today. He's a very loving son, and I think having him here for the sessions albeit briefly, has had a marvellous influence. We were talking together about the dummy he had as a child, and how he didn't stop using one until he was almost 4. Laughter can play a huge part in this treatment, and this is the first real time I've been able to put it into practice. We're really getting through.
At this time in the evening, all but a few shops in the village were closed for the day. Andrew and his 2 very worried-looking brothers had made their way past all the other houses and were about to cross the village and head down to the dock. Only one thing stood in their way: Mr. Jefferson, the innkeeper. He was sweeping up for the night. The whole town knew how much pride he took in his work. He might be there for a while. "It's no good. We'll have to go home," said Rob, glad the adventure was over. "Rubbish," barked Andrew. "Let's just wait. It's either that or we can go the long way round by the river." "I can't be bothered with all that," Rob sighed. "The knocker won't mind what time we get there," said Andrew. Rob frowned, feeling a bit silly that he was so taken in by the story and had agreed to come in the first place.
One year and 11 months. Home seems so far away now. As easy as taking an order. As easy as going where you're told and when you're told to go. But taking a life? Ending something because it was ordered to be ended? trophy of life or a trophy of death? How many men should die so that others can live?
Not a very progressive session today. I can't tell whether there was no response to the item or whether the patient just closed up because of it. But if it's the latter, which I'm thinking might be the case, then maybe this item shouldn't be used in future sessions. That will remain to be seen. However, I don't see this as a wasted exercise. Responses, good or bad, are welcome. At least we're making our way through the list.
There's so much more to the world than this small place. Just a click of this camera and all the places you've wanted to see become memories forever. America has so much to offer. All you'd have to say is... yes.
Reading back over the diary, I'm noticing that a lot of entries in it relate to some of the pictures I have in the family photo albums. And when we've talked, I've noticed that quite often I hear about a camera. There was a strong bond with it seems. I've spoken with the family, and it's had a large presence for many years. Apparently, they only stopped making the film about 9 or 10 years ago. It's a shame there aren't any more recent pictures I could be using.